Hello, it is me, Kate here, editing this video, and I am just jumping on to say that this Q&A I actually had filmed in November, so it's a little bit late. Thank you for your patience. I wasn't going to post it, but I was just watching over a little bit of it and I really enjoyed it, so I hope you do too. Beautiful humans, I'm coming to you today from SITAPUR at a really beautiful place called Kedar River Retreat, having just been up to Kedarnath, a big temple here in Uttarakhand. It's a really famous Shiva temple. There is a vlog on its way, or there is a vlog that I have just uploaded. Let's see what order I do this in. I really want to do a little Q&A because yeah, why not? I've got some time and space and I just wanted to kind of catch up and talk to you guys because I feel like it's been a while. I've had some really shitty laptop problems happen to me in the last month or two. However, I digress, and I've got some questions here that I want to answer. I asked on Instagram, like, do you guys have any questions? I want to form a Q&A, so here we are. I don't know if you can hear me alright. There is a beautiful river flowing right behind me. Hello Shiva! Hello! This is Shiva. How's your papa? I'm trying to film a video. Oh my gosh, and this is Myra. Hi Shiva. Hey papa. Relax, relax. They can feel my excited energy, I think. Hey, it's your bum to the camera. Hey, oh my god, he's just sitting on me now. Okay, this is a really funny question. Imagine one day you wake up and all your tattoos have disappeared. Your reaction in a spiritual sense? I think, I don't know, I'm kind of really attached to my tattoos. Obviously, they're permanently on me. I love them a lot. I've always wanted a lot of tattoos, but mostly when it comes to any circumstances in life, I have completely learned to accept, and I do my best to surrender 100%. I guess I would take it in the sense of, oh my gosh, a new clean slate. I would be a little bit sad that my story, you know, the story of me young, getting tattoos and all the different meanings they have and kind of time and spaces they remind me of, they would be gone. But I would kind of be excited to start off with a fresh slate. I sometimes get a little bit envious of girls who have cute little tattoos because it looks really feminine and beautiful, and I'm like past the point of having nice cute little tattoos. Yeah, I think that's about it. A clean slate. Isn't a clean slate always lovely? I mean, in any sense, in any circumstance? I think so. Where are you from basically? I'm basically from New Zealand. I grew up in a small town called Cambridge in New Zealand. Very beautiful. Feeling very homesick at the moment due to coronavirus and not being able to go home. My sister's having a baby, which I'm really excited for, but I'm not going to be there for the birth of it. It's a long story in itself. I'm feeling very homesick at the moment just because I'm not able to go home. Yeah. What do you love about India? What things interest you while traveling? I don't know, what is there not to love about India? I mean, of course there's a lot of things, just like any place, but I really love the food here and I love the culture, you know. The one thing I love about India is the devotion that you see everywhere. I don't know, India always brings you back to awareness, and I think that's what's really beautiful. So many people are aware, in a spiritual sense, of many things that people aren't in the West, so they're a little bit more open. And traveling in India, not a certain kind of people, because I never like to put anyone or anything in boxes, but very open-minded people are here, and you can really just discover yourself and discover your inner worlds and outer worlds and all of the things. Devotion, yoga, culture, food, hospitality. It's all just beautiful. It's all just beautiful. I don't know, how do you ever put something you love so much into words? I'm pretty sure I've said it many times. I just felt so home when I came here. I've definitely lived here in a past life or multiple past lives. What's the biggest misconception about India? I think safety. I don't know, I guess that's just like the one thing. People think India's dirty. Not everywhere in India is dirty. safety. People think it's such an unsafe place to come. I think if you're sensible and you follow your intuition and trust your instinct and be strong and really speak up when you have to, I think as long as you're firm and you look as though you know what you're doing, everyone isn't going to hassle you. Or yeah, as long as you speak up when you need to and you're strong in your being, then of course no one's going to really hassle you. How long are you planning to stay in India? I don't really know. I'm really homesick. I think I'll spend a lot of my year next year in New Zealand and Australia. I want to spend a few months with my sister in Australia because she's having a baby. Yeah, I just want to spend some really good time with my close friends and family who I just love and miss so fucking much at the moment. But ideally, I'm only 26. I have one place in Goa which is kind of like my permanent place with some things, but I always wanted to split my time between India and New Zealand ultimately. I don't know how long will that be for. How did you get into this enviable lifestyle in the first place? enviable lifestyle, it's such a tongue twister for me. Well, it was just hard work and determination, I tell you. Sometimes I would say it's luck, but today I feel like, you know, this is really not, it's really not been an easy journey for me. I just loved India so much and I just wanted to be a nomad, so I worked hard in New Zealand and Australia and saved in order to come back, and then I was living off my savings and then making YouTube videos and just doing little projects for myself. I used to have a blog. Then eventually I started working for book retreats, which again is just a wonderful company to work for. It is a yoga retreat company, so I have the freedom to work from anywhere with them. I do want to stress though that it hasn't been easy, you know. I am far away from my family and I do not have the comfort of a lot of things in the West. Right now I'm in the most beautiful place, like we're making some videos for them and doing some content swap for accommodation swap. That's helped me a little bit on the way as well and saving money when I was more backpacking and traveling. I'm not so much of like a traveler if that's a thing at the moment, because I'm kind of over it. I enjoy staying in places for a little bit longer and yeah, learning more about the cultures in different places and meeting the people. However, I'm a very antisocial person actually. I'm so antisocial. Sometimes I get really upset about it because I'm like, what's wrong with me? But yeah, I've just come to know I need a lot of alone time, and that's okay. I've been made in the past to feel bad about it, and I will never feel bad about it anymore because it's just the way that I am. What is your mantra to live a contented life? I just want to say I'm not always content. I'm a human being and I'm like always battling with staying present and not thinking about the future and my desires and needs and wants. Rather, definitely wants and desires, not needs, because as humans we don't actually need a lot to be happy. It's just all the distractions and external things we think we need, you know. I guess living my lifestyle I've learned to live with very little, considering I used to live out of a 40-litre backpack and I do still live very minimally. I mainly have lots of art supplies now because I just love painting so much, but mostly because I have come to know how much I love creating things and how much I love sharing and helping people in that way. I have a tattoo here, I don't know if it's backwards for you, but it says extend love through creation, and extending love through creation is my reminder that through everything I create and what I'm doing in my life, and I firmly believe that life is art, and that, you know, if I'm not creating then I am consuming. So if I am not creating and extending anything into the world and helping any people through my creations, or yeah, like with my yoga classes or my art or my videos and anything I do, then I like look at my tattoo and I am reminded that yeah, extend love through creation. I also love Be Here Now by Ram Dass. I have here and now tattooed on both of my hands, which is like always a reminder as well. Here now. Come back to presence, like stop the mind from wandering away and wondering about the whens and the what ifs and the what could have beens. Just come back to here and now, and that really, if you're in the moment, that is contentness. Love your art, by the way. Why do you have to move so much? Thank you. I don't share much of my art on here. I really want to. I have actually made some videos, I just haven't edited them, I don't think, because my computer was broken. I really want to share my art more on here. If you want me to, then please let me know down below. Why do you have to move so much? Am I moving a lot now? I don't know. Or do you mean travel, move around? I think I don't actually move that much, do I? Maybe it seems like I do because I'm in like Goa and Rishikesh and now I'm on a little holiday. But ultimately, maybe it's just normal for me. Maybe I do move around a lot considering it's every few months, but I'm used to it. I've just had the sudden realization that maybe I do still travel a little bit compared to other people, and I'm so privileged, and it just doesn't seem like it because I'm used to it. But yeah, it's more like going with the seasons in India, as it is such a big country and there is monsoon seasons and there's winters and very, very hot summers. It's nice to move around with the season. How do you stay motivated without being able to go and see your family and friends? I'm such a loner. I literally love being alone so much. I only miss my family and friends, you know. I could happily spend all day every day by myself, and then I just wish I could instant transmission, you know, like on Dragon Ball Z, you can instant transmission places, like just with a click of the finger, go to New Zealand for a little few days, come back to India. But I feel blessed because we have technology, you know. I just call my sister every single day, we speak to each other. I speak to my mum through WhatsApp, my brother on WhatsApp, my dad on WhatsApp. Obviously I miss them a lot, clearly, like, but to stay motivated without being able to see them. I don't know, my family has also, we're very independent people as well, like we grew up that way. I haven't lived at home since I was 15, so maybe I am just used to it. I miss my dad a lot. I miss my dad so much. Has the pandemic affected your faith in the goodness of people? I don't know. As I said, I'm not really surrounded by a lot of people. I tend to stay away from people for that reason, probably, because I think I'm really easily affected by the energies of people and the words and actions of others, that I kind of just like stay back. I'm like a fly on the wall, just watching the world go by mostly. I feel like yes and no. People in this pandemic, it's really hard to analyse and judge people on something that it was just completely out of the blue. COVID-19 was very crazy in many different ways, but mostly it was unexpected, so people were scared and people were afraid and doing silly things. But then there was so much beautiful things that came out of it as well. So just like everything in the world, I truly believe there is a divine balance, like an ultimate overall yin and yang to the world and to the universe. So I always try to remind myself, you know, if you really believe in that, Kate, then there is as much good in the world as there is bad, and maybe you're seeing more bad things at the moment, but there's also a lot of beautiful things going on. And I certainly don't watch the news, or I haven't in many years, but often when you're watching mainstream media, they are feeding you all of the stuff they want you to know, or they're feeding you a lot of like negative things. What phone are you using? I have got, let's see what I have, I don't even know, it's an Indian brand phone. It's an Oppo. I have my little mandala here. It says, whatever limits us, we call it fate. Ralph Waldo Emerson. But I have an Oppo phone. Is it a good brand? I don't know. I used to have an iPhone 6S. It broke. Yeah, this is my phone. It was 15,000 rupees it was, which is 300 New Zealand dollars, and it's got everything I need on it here. I don't actually do many Instagram stories on here anymore because the camera isn't good, but otherwise, there you go, I've got an Oppo something. Okay, last question. What were you searching for when you wanted to travel? To escape, find yourself, ... Namaste. When I was traveling, when I originally started traveling, I was just kind of wanting to escape, I guess. I wanted to explore the world, see things from a new perspective, learn more about different cultures, and just have fun. You know, I had been working since I was like 15 and studying and doing this, and then slowly I was like, oh, maybe I could work online and keep traveling. I really thought I would just want to be a nomad and keep traveling, and then I found yoga, and it just completely flipped my whole world upside down, I tell ya. It's like I just stayed in India to learn about the culture and bhakti yoga and all. Wow, yoga just had all the things and answers to questions I didn't even know I was looking for and had. Yeah, I think the beauty of travel is you shouldn't really be searching for anything or expecting anything. You should just be open to receive whatever is coming your way, and that is the beauty of it. But when you're traveling, you don't know what is going to happen, and I'm such a control freak that often I go through many meltdowns multiple times a year just because my life is going in one direction, or the one direction I think it's going in, and all of a sudden it's like, nope, Kate, we're not going that way, we're going this way actually. Surprise! But it's beautiful. It's very beautiful, and yeah, I think traveling is a very important thing to do in life, whether it's especially solo travel, but if you can just travel with anybody. I understand that everyone doesn't have the privilege to travel, but me, myself, I didn't come from a family with lots of money. I was in thousands of dollars of debt from being so young and doing silly things. I just worked and worked and worked and worked and saved and saved and saved. And hard work and determination and faith can just get you a long way if you trust the universe, that everything's going to be okay. I know that can sound like a really silly thing, and a lot of privileged people, especially on YouTube, say such things. But it's not like a blind faith, you know, it's faith whilst you're working. It's faith while not going into more debt. It's, you know, it's trusting in yourself that you're doing the right thing, and trusting in God that you're also doing the right thing. So yes, I think on that note, I will leave it at that. I hope I answered your questions all right, and I hope this video was interesting. I really missed chatting to you guys. It's mosquito time here now, so I'm going to get out of here. I hope you had a beautiful day, beautiful evening, wherever you are in the world. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up for me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here. I love you. Om Namah Shivaya.